Hi Joe, my name is Devin with SEO Dallas TX, and in this quick video I'm going to be giving you 3 solid pieces of advice you can apply to your website right away so you can rank to the top of Google and start beating Dallas Roofer, because when you type in Dallas Roofing Contractor, they show up number 1. It's really easy to be there and you can get all the money that comes with being there. Also, I know you do a lot more than roofing. I just chose this because I know it's the highest profit margin most of the time, and it seems like that's what your website's focused on, at least as the main one. But either way, you're probably wondering why I'd even make you this video. It's really simple. I found out a little while ago there's a lot of small business owners out there that are so busy running their business and taking care of their customers, they don't really have the time to learn how to make the internet bring them more customers. And the only thing stopping them from hiring somebody to help them is they don't know who is an expert and who's not. So what I started doing was creating these attack plans and just giving them away for free. Some people take this information and they do it themselves and make a ton of money, and that's awesome. Some people call me back and say, you know what, Devin, I like you, I just don't have the time to do this. Can you do it for me? Whatever you want to do with this information is totally okay with me. My only goal is to educate you and help you make a lot of money. I'm going to talk to you about 3 things today: content, backlinks, and citations. I wanted to start by saying, though, you guys did a great job on the website. It looks like it was professionally designed. If you did this yourself, even more kudos, because most people aren't great at roofing and web design. But this is a fantastic website. Lots of great animations, lots of good trust badges here, really great color scheme, lots of call to actions too going throughout it. It's a great looking site for sure. Now, what Google mostly cares about when it comes to ranking your site is content. Content is king, and it's everything you can highlight and everything you can read on a page, as well as whatever your images are saved as. And the more content you have, the better. The average website on the front page of Google has at least 1,500 words of non-duplicate content, which means it's just fresh content, never appeared anywhere else on the internet. So if I go and I paste all your content on here, it says you have 1,095 words. That's definitely a good start. I will say though, you do have some reviews on here that are from Google. I could see down here. So those don't necessarily count, because they are duplicate. They already exist elsewhere on the web. But either way, it's still a great number to be at 1,000 words. You definitely want to get yourself up to that 1,500 word mark though, because it does allow you to fit in more buyer intent keywords. A buyer intent keyword is a phrase that somebody commonly types into Google when they're ready to purchase your services, such as Dallas roofing contractor. Like if somebody were to type in what is roofing or when should I get my roof done, they're probably not ready. But if they're looking for a Dallas roofing contractor, they're ready to purchase right now. So I actually compiled a little list for you that you can take from and you can put these on your site. These are all buyer intent keywords. This one obviously not this one, but like Dallas roofing, Roofers Dallas, Roofing Companies Dallas TX, Roofing Company Dallas TX, Roofing Company in Dallas. I mean, if you want to see what kind of volume is available for those, for just these 6 keywords, 500, 1,000, 1,500, 1,950, what is that, 2,300, 2,750. Just for those 6 keywords, there's 2,750 people every single month that type this exactly into Google. And that's just those keywords. You can imagine how many other things people search for roofing in Dallas. So ranking number 1 for that would be a ton of money for you just in the Dallas area alone. And so that's why I recommend taking these keywords and putting them inside your content. Because if I copy this keyword, I go over here and I paste it, you do have it one time, which is really, really good. I would definitely recommend putting it somewhere what they call above the fold, which is before you have to scroll down. So put like, we provide the Dallas roofing you can rely on, or something like that, anything like that. Also though, you can save your images as keywords. So if I go over here, I know it is the More Construction logo, but you can call this Dallas Dash Roofing, and now you have that keyword saved showing up on every single page, which will help you rank for that as well. So that's my first tip for you regarding content. My next tip for you is called backlinks. A backlink is when another website is linking to your website, driving traffic to your website. This is really important because Google is like a popularity contest, so they want to see a bunch of trustworthy, relevant websites linking to your website, vouching for you. Keep in mind though, like I said, they need trustworthy, relevant websites, which means you're going to get a lot more power if you have other roofing companies or other construction companies linking to you versus having like Pizza Hut linking to you, because Google knows you're not a pizza company. So the tool that I use to check out backlinks is called Ahrefs, and it is just a tool. There's plenty of free tools out there. I do pay for this one. You don't have to, but I'm just going to show you what it's showing you right here. It says you have 4,670 backlinks, which is quite a bit, coming from 740 individual websites linking to you those 4,000 times. You're being found for 231 keywords, and it's estimating you're getting 162 people hitting your site every month. Now, keep in mind, like I said, they're estimating it. The only way to know your actual traffic is having access to your Google Analytics. And a lot of times they underreport by 5 to 10 times, which means you could be actually getting anywhere from like 8,000 up to or sorry, 800 up to 1,600 people hitting your site every single month. So definitely a good spot to be at. I'm sure you're making some good money off the website, but I want to show you what's available for you. If we go over to Dallas Roofer, they have 40,000 backlinks coming from only 133 different sites, but they're estimated at 2,000 people hitting their site every month. Keep in mind, you multiply that by 5 or 10, you're talking about 10,000 to 20,000 people hitting their site every month just for roofing. So you can see they're making tons of money just being number one and following these tips. And if you follow these tips, you can take that spot too. So you might be asking, well, I have more websites linking to me than them. Why are they beating me? The reason is like I said, relevance is way more important. You have to have websites that have to do with roofing, have to do with Dallas, have to do with DFW, stuff like that. So the easiest way to beat them is to copy them because they've already done all the research to find the best links. If Google says these links are good enough to rank them, then they're good enough to rank you too. So what I would do is go one by one and copy every single link they have and get them pointing back to your site the same exact way they did. And some of them, like for example, blogspot.com, you can create your own. So it's like they have dallasroofingcontractors.blogspot.com. They made that. You just go to blogspot.com, create a blog, a free one, make it yourself, put a little bit of content about roofing, put a link in the content back to your homepage. Boom, you've got a backlink. Same with here, leadingdallasroofingcontractors.weebly. You can make that for free, put a link back to your page. Now you've got another relevant website linking to you. Owens Corning, obviously roofing material, very relevant site. Same thing. DFW, very relevant. Stuff like that. So that's what I would do. I would go one by one and copy all the exact same links they have. Because if you beat them in backlinks, plus you beat them in content, those first two tips alone are enough to get you ranking number one right here and get all the business that comes with that. But I'm going to give you one last tip, and that's how to show up right here in the map pack, because this is actually where the most traffic goes and where the most phone calls come from. If you want to show up number one in the map pack, you need to have more citations than your competitors. If you're wondering what a citation is, it's when you list your name, your address, and your phone number inside of a directory. And a directory is a website that allows you to list your business's information, such as like Yelp, Yext, Yellow Pages, White Pages, Facebook, Angie's List, Home Advisor, and the list goes on and on. So what I would do if I were in your shoes is I'd figure out what directories AM Roofing Company was in. I'd put myself in all those exact same directories, but then I'd add a bunch more on top. So like if you found them in 150 directories, I'd be putting myself in at least 300. And that's all I've got for you, Joe. I hope you found this informative and helpful. I tried to keep this really short and to the point for you. As a super quick recap, you're going to want at least 1,500 words of content on this homepage and put in more keywords like Dallas roofing, roofing contractors in Dallas, stuff like that. Then what you're going to want to do is take all the websites that are linking to dallasroofer.com and get those same exact websites linking back to you. And finally, you're going to want to put your name, address, and phone number in more directories in AM Roofing Company. If you follow these 3 tips, this is enough to get you ranked number one on the entire front page of Google and start getting all the business, all the phone calls, and all the jobs that come with that. You're probably asking, what do I do now? You have 2 options. The first one is to take this information and apply it yourself. The sooner you get started, the sooner you start making all the money that comes with being number one on Google, and that's happy days for everybody. If you have any questions or you say, you know what, I want this done, but I don't have the time to do it myself, feel free to give me a call at any time. I put my phone number at the bottom, 972-309-9939. It's also the same number that I texted you from. I'd be happy to give you a free attack plan and hear your goals. Anyways, thank you so much for taking the time and for watching this video. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to hearing your feedback on this information. See you, Joe.